On two fronts, flare-ups around the Oakmont neighborhood along Highway 12 to the north and to the south, flames east of and moving toward the city of Sonoma. That was the big battle overnight last night. Our coverage begins with KPIX 5's Da Lin, who has been watching a very active firefight all day. He joins us from just east of Sonoma. Da?
Yeah, the intensity of the flames really surprised a lot of us because earlier today, all of those hillsides right there, they were on fire. Choppers were dropping, making water drops earlier. You can still see some spots smoldering right now. But right now, a lot of firefighters working hard to make sure this thing is under control. The flames that started high up in the hills made their way down to the valley floor where it's more populated. This strike team saved this winery on Laval Valley Road, putting out flames burning at the front entrance. They happened to drive past the structure and noticed the fire. Not every property is so lucky. Flames this morning destroyed multiple houses, including this one on Half Moon Street. A ruptured gas line kept the flames howling, even though there's nothing left to burn.
It's kind of heartbreaking because, we work really hard to try to keep it out of here. And, weather kind of throws us a monkey wrench every now and then.
For much of the day, it was intense firefighting. On the ground, firefighters used bulldozers to cut fire breaks, hoping to cut off any fuel for the marching flames.
It just keeps changing, Gets windy, slows down, windy, and then slows down.
In the air, non-stop water drops. We counted at least 6 different choppers continuously dumping water. The pilots would hover above the hotspots, bring the choppers to the lowest point, and douse the flames with pinpoint accuracy. By late afternoon, the hard work paid off. We saw a lot less flames and a lot more white smoke, a sign that the stubborn fire was giving up. White smoke you're seeing, that's a good sign things are under control, at least at that spot. Earlier today, very loud because of all the choppers flying above us, a lot of firefighters going up the hill there, and we saw columns of orange and black smoke, and that's never a good sign. But things are now starting to get under control, at least at this spot here. We don't know how many houses were burned down today. I saw 3 myself earlier today, and I ran into a KCBS colleague who was telling me he saw several more up in the hills as well. So we don't know how many, but at least 3 that I saw. Brian?
Yeah, hey, Da, I understand that in the overnight hours east of Sonoma, there were several homes and structures east of downtown threatened. Is the idea that right now, because I know that they were working hard to save the historic downtown area, the plaza that's been there since Spanish occupation, they were really trying to save it all. Is the suggestion tonight that Sonoma has probably been saved?
I think that's a fair thing to say because earlier today those flames were marching down this way, and what I'm looking at over that way is downtown Sonoma, the historic square. That's a couple of miles away from us, but now the flames are pretty much kept to the hillsides over there. So I think for now it's fair to say we dodged the bullet, so to speak, but it really depends on the wind conditions. If the winds pick up, then we shall see, but right now things are pretty calm.
Well, I've got good news about winds, which we'll cover in a few minutes. In the meantime, Da Lin, east of Sonoma. Thank you, Da.